3, 2, 1.
You know what I feel like doing?
What?
I feel like kicking back, relaxing, getting comfy. Welcome to the Get Comfy Game Break. I am your host, Kalo, as always, here to give you the lowdown on all things gaming. And I'm joined by my co-host.
DJ Wildfire. What's up, everybody?
We also got our special guest in the building.
It's your boy, JVR.
Yes, he was on the last Get Comfy Game Break. Go check that out if you haven't already, because we took a trip down memory lane. But right now, we're going to focus on us, because we're very important, and because we just need to get our opinions out there. And we're going to be talking about video games in general. And if we were put in charge of a project, what type of video game would you expect from each and every one of us? Because we have all different likes. We have all different needs. First-person shooter, I know. Call of Duty man over there.
Oh, yeah. I actually have two great ideas.
Two great ideas. And listen, if these games come out and somewhere down the line, you just see them on store shelves, just realize Get Comfy Game Break came up with it first. Just saying. Putting it out there. It's out in the world now. So to start it off, I'm going to start with my game because I'm the host. I deserve to be first. I'm just kidding. but I've always gravitated towards like open world games just for the fact I want to explore. I want to have different quests. Skyrim is a prime example of what I love to do. Even to this day, I go back into Skyrim to play for like an hour or two, just because I love the world, I love the mechanics of the game. And this is a game that's 9, 10 years old?
People are still playing it to this day.
And they're still modding it. I have a modded save, I love it. I got dragons of all different shapes and sizes.
I don't have a PC, so I don't.
No, you can get it on Xbox now.
Wait, you can?
They came out with Elder Scrolls, Skyrim for the Xbox One.
And you can mod it and everything.
And you can have a modded save now and everything.
I had no idea you can even do that. Like, I kind of fell out of the gaming community for a while.
See, you got to tune in to Get Comfy Game Break. You'll find out all the news, all the breaking news that came out like 7 years ago. It's all right. It's all right.
He better have me go pick up Skyrim right now.
Dude, you got to,
I can't
man.
do that. That's going to be not good for my life.
You got to dedicate yourself to Skyrim whenever you get into it.
Yeah.
So my game would be an open world game. I can I guess I'm already describing Skyrim to you, but I want to focus on what makes it so great. And I'll combine aspects of Red Dead 2 because they focus on detail in that. They really do. I love how you can fish. You got to eat to stay alive. You got to have all these things in mind whenever you go into the world. You can't just go out there guns blazing and expect you'll survive. Because who knows, maybe you'll get attacked by a bunch of bandits. Maybe a bear will come out of the woods and just cut your ass up. Who knows? So, open world, I want to... You know what? It's going to take place, on planet, but kind of like No Man's Sky, where you can go off planet and kind of explore, go to different planets and different solar systems.
Hell no, you want a big-ass game.
It's 2019. Next-gen consoles are coming out. I need to swing for the fences here.
Have you heard of this game that is still in development, but it's called Star Citizen?
I've heard it. It came out, during the Video Game Awards or something? They dropped some knowledge on it, or...
Yeah.
I like that.
That sounds like something you want.
Yeah.
Going to different planets, have, shootouts and stuff like that.
I just want it to be open. Because, I don't like being put, on a track and expected to go from point A to point B and just follow that order. What Skyrim did so well was it kind of brought you through the first cutscene. And, you'll do that. It's all good and well. It says you can go on and continue the main quest line. But if you go down 2 feet down the road, you bump into somebody, there's a whole new quest line you can do, a whole new side quest.
A whole new story.
And that'll take you on a whole different direction. And that's what I'm focusing on in my second playthrough of Skyrim, where I'm kind of all right, I don't need to know the main story right away. I know it happens. I know whereabouts I should be. But I'm going to go check out the Dark Brotherhood, or I'm going to go check out the Winterhold, College of Winterhold. So it's kind of I want to do my own adventure here. I want to have my own aspect to the game. So who knows? Get Comfy Gaming might be coming soon. Who knows?
Maybe.
Who knows?
Can I go or you want to go?
Oh, this is perfect. We should do the Get Comfy game.
Oh my gosh. It's just going to be us podcasting. He's going to press buttons to make us move and talk. Yeah. It'd be really... that's what I'm going to sound like. That's what I'm going to sound like, though. But DJ Wildfire, what do you got for us?
All right. So you know how Call of Duty has a series of... has a big storyline for zombies?
Yeah.
I was thinking about just making a game exactly like that.
Devoted to zombies?
Thing. Yes.
Is it going to be like Left 4 Dead, where you kind of
I never played Left 4 Dead.
How have you never played Left 4 Dead, but you like Call of Duty Zombies?
Because here's the thing. COD's what I grew up with. I literally been playing that game for like 11, 12 years, maybe longer.
This man has a COD IV in him right now. It's just Call of Duty being funneled into his system. But
man, you gotta get that game a try.
honestly,
man.
give Left 4 Dead a try.
I'm thinking about it.
Basically, how the game plays is you can play as 4 different characters. Do each character have like a different like ability or something like that?
No, it's just different skins.
Just different skins. You just run around shooting zombies, get to point A to point B, make sure you survive while killing zombies in the process.
Yeah, and
Actually, I feel like they just. I'm not gonna say it's a remake, but like it's basically like a remake. World War Z.
I seen that. I really want to give that a try because that's technically.
Yo, if you buy it, I'll buy it too, just so we can play with each other.
Because that's technically the successor to Left 4 Dead. So it's with the zombies piling up. I seen that. I was like, dude, this game looks insane.
It looks good, but like it can't be like $60. I don't know if I want to sink $60 into probably like a 10-hour game.
Yeah. But to get back to your thing, you want to make a story around Call of Duty Zombies.
Yes. So like like storyline is like very big, and like it's so complicated. People are always getting confused with it. That's why I think it's the best idea to actually just make a sole game just based off of that. Kind of like how Call of Duty always has campaigns. Yeah. They should do that with zombies.
So you want to explore more, maybe like where did the zombies come from, like who's doing this, or
we already
like
know all this kind of stuff. But here's the thing: a lot of people are getting confused with Black Ops 3 because from Black Ops 3 and then Black Ops 4, everything got complicated. They added new dimensions, they added all kinds of stuff like that. But what we all want to know is like in the early days we have the storyline was when the 4 main characters were teleporting to different locations to pick up parts, and they go to the moon and they blow up Earth. We all know that kind of story. And it would be great if we actually had a campaign story just based on zombies. We had a zombie campaign, but it wasn't really about zombies. It was more like the regular campaign mode, but instead of real people, they had zombies.
Yeah. See, I would like that because I like games that take the lore of a mainstay game and explore it more. Because, I've always liked zombies. I've always liked playing like those type of games. But I want to know more about it. I want to know why this happened. I want to know
the history behind it.
Yeah, like why are those 4 characters there? I guess this is like me, like when I studied film. I want to know more about it. I want to know backstory. I kind of want to know, especially if I like the characters, because like there's a bunch of Call of Duty Zombies characters that I like.
Yes, there's Ultimate's crew, which is I think it's the old versions of the 4 main characters. Then there's the Primus crew, which is like the younger versions of them. Then there's the Mob of the Dead crew. There's Transit crew. I think there's another crew.
Wasn't Machete in one of them?
Yes, that was Call of the Dead.
I remember that so well.
That was the Mexican guy.
Yep, I remember seeing that. And I'm just like, oh my god,
this is so dope. And George Romero is the character.
Yeah, this is gonna be badass. This is gonna be so awesome. Badass.
One of my favorite maps ever was Mob of the Dead.
Yeah, Mob of the Dead.
I think his name was Ray Liotta or something like that.
Oh, he's
an Italian guy. He looks like a true Italian mobster. It's hilarious.
They should have put Kit Harington. Wasn't he? What Call of Duty was he in? Black Ops 3?
I think it was. Yes, Black Ops 3. It was Shadows of Evil.
Yep. They should have put. Did they put him in Zombies? Right? Or
I think they did.
Damn, I gotta go get that game then. I gotta support.
Oh, that's if you actually buy Black Ops 3 right now, that map, Shadows of Evil, comes with the game.
Dope.
No DLCs. All the other DLCs are like the Primus crew.
All right. I might have to go check that out because Call of Duty has been a game or a series where I haven't picked it up in a long time. Like gone out day one, bought it. Not even the most recent. They allowed Modern Warfare 2 to be backwards compatible on Xbox. Yes. So I still had my old copy. So I just hopped on that for a little bit, played that more. I love that game.
It's so good. Modern Warfare 2 is one of the best ones.
To the end of time, I'll always love it.
Out of all the Call of Duties made by Infinity Ward, I think Modern Warfare 2 is the best. For Treyarch, I think Black Ops 2 was the best.
Yeah.
Because the zombies was great. Like, they had Mob of the Dead, they had Buried.
Yeah.
Transit was decent. Everybody hated it, but I liked it.
Because you'd always get left behind by
that was like
friends.
A guilty pleasure of mine.
Yeah, it's like we're taking
that
the bus.
And Ghost.
Yeah.
And Advanced Warfare, I really liked.
Well, Transit, you'd always get on the bus and you'd be like, fuck you if you're stuck in the building. Like, whatever. I'm just moving on.
Yeah, it just left you. And like half the time, people just left with them.
And then you have to run in between zones and like the fog.
Only the real friends jumped out of the bus just to stay with you.
But there isn't real ones out there. There really isn't.
Oh, yeah. So like another game that I would actually really like to make. You know how like Need for Speed is based on just cars?
Yeah.
And you know how like Call of Duty is like just like shooting and guns?
Yeah.
What if we combine them two and make it Transformers?
Oh, like an open world Transformers?
Yes, so you like drift around in Bumblebee. and in races, and then like in multiplayer or something like that, you could do like he turns into like a regular robot, and they just fight off each other with guns.
Let me introduce you to the Transformers gaming universe.
Yes,
Because,
I have never actually played one of those. It's the same thing, isn't it?
Well, here's where it differentiates.
Can we cut this out?
No, we're gonna do this. So Transformers 1, which was based on the movie, that game was essentially a kind of open world Transformers where you can transform into a car, transform into the regular Autobot or Decepticon, and then you're like confined to a somewhat small map. But like you can climb on buildings, you can fight off the military, you could do your own thing, drive around, do whatever. So there was that. That was the same game with 2, I think, was the same thing. I think that was Revenge of the Fallen. I could be wrong. I don't know the titles nowadays. Because there's like Dark of the Moon, whatever the hell it's called.
3 was Dark of the Moon.
Yeah.
And then 4 was the dinosaur, the Age of Extinction.
They're just going off the rails at this point. I still have yet to see the Bumblebee movie, but I'm gonna.
I haven't seen it either. I heard it was great.
So the movie-based games were the open world Transformers games that you want, kind of.
I'm not thinking about open world. I'm thinking about like how, you know how like Need for Speed is like kind of like an open world, but then Call of Duty like really isn't.
Yeah.
I feel like we should do like a Call of Duty version of it, where like all like the Autobots just fight against each other.
So that is
like that.
where the Fight for Cybertron game comes
How
through.
about we kind them both together, okay? Don't come at me. I feel attacked.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you're describing two pieces of the puzzle that they have, but you have yet to combine.
Yeah.
So that game was like kind of a third-person Call of Duty.
I should really trademark this.
Yeah, honestly, you should, because it's going to blow up. So it was kind of like a team deathmatch situation where you'd get different classes of Autobots and Decepticons. There's a sniper, assault, medic, and then I think like heavy or whatever. So it was that. So you kind of have two existing games. Maybe just play them back to back and you'll get your fill. And there's your game. but combining them.
God Zombies is like my top one I would do.
Yeah.
I have actually a few ideas.
You know what? We'll talk about that off air. Maybe we'll get some games going.
Maybe we just really need really good people with. We need people that are really good with computers.
Yes.
Which I'm trying to be soon.
We have our monkey with the computer sitting in the back over here.
Yes, you could hear him. He's in the box right now.
Is it Amir just typing in the box?
Yeah.
Amir doesn't type. Amir only presses buttons if they explode.
Yeah, honestly. But Javier, let's hear what you got for us.
So mine is gonna be like a couple of different games all mixed in one.
All right.
So it would be, damn, I just had a brain fart. But it would be definitely Battlefield for the destructibility.
Oh yeah.
It would be like a Grand Theft Auto type mixed with it's just those two really. Those would be the two games, and Skyrim because like I want the open ability, and then kind of with Saints Row, like how like, it had like different gangs.
Yeah.
I want it all to take place within America, and you could choose where you actually want to start off at. And then, like, you basically join. It'd be like basically Gangs of America.
That's dope.
That'd be the title of it.
That's dope.
And you choose where you want to start in America, and then you'll be part of that gang. And like you have to take over all of America, be like the #1 drug lord, basically.
That's dope. Because like you start off, like say you want to start off in New York, you'll be part of there.
You
Miami, Texas,
yeah,
like,
and then
California,
and then like each like part where you pick. It'd be like, all right, cool. You got like you start off here, and then like it'd be like a little subcategory of just like the New York gangs. That's there.
Yeah.
Like you have like the Italian mob. You have like Brooklyn.
Mm-hmm.
You have basically a bunch of stuff, and you have to like do different jobs. Be like, all right, cool. You gotta take over this much. Kind of like, do you guys remember Grand Theft Auto San Andreas?
Yeah.
With like the gang system where you had to take over all that.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of like that. And you get to like to run your own crew and stuff like that.
That reminds me of Saints Row 2, where you had to like fight the Ronin, fight like all those other people.
Well, it would be
you take over their territory.
The reason why I said Saints Row originally, the first one, because the first one was a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
Then the second one got a little bit more wacky. It was still serious, but then the third one was just like, nah,
wasn't the third one the one that had like the baseball bat, but it was just a giant ass dildo? Yeah.
Yep.
It's called like the Penetrator or something.
Yep.
Man, I love video games.
They had it in Vice City actually.
Yeah.
If you, I forgot what it was. I think if you like go in a certain part of the map, and once it turns nighttime, the lights inside of a building shape up to a penis.
Oh my god!
And sometimes, every I think 5 minutes in game, there's a fountain at the top. So every time After 5 minutes, it like squirts out water. You can actually see the water.
That's hilarious.
It's so funny. Or like there was fireworks. I forgot what it was. I think it was a fountain or fireworks.
That's
It was hilarious.
You talking about the like the what's the name trees, the palm trees?
Yeah.
They had, like lights on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it was like
It was a
That's
big
great.
hotel.
Yeah.
That's great. But you know what? I think that about does it here for the Get Comfy Game Break. I hope you all enjoyed. Remember, we upload every Friday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like what we do here, go check out Get Comfy on the Throne, which is our Game of Thrones centered podcast. And also go check out the original Get Comfy podcast, which uploads every Sunday morning, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the dot.
Again, we got your whole weekend planned out.
We got everything. And who knows, maybe we have more shows to come. You know, we're working here over the summer. We're going to come up with a lot more stuff for you. And you know what? We'll see you guys next time.
See you.